Julie Ryan, noted psychic and medical intuitive, is ready to answer your personal questions, even those you never knew you could ask. For more than 20 years, as she's developed and refined her intuitive skills, Julie used her knowledge as a successful inventor and businesswoman to help others. Now, she wants to help you grow, heal, and get the answers you've been longing to hear. Do you have a question for someone who's transitioned? Do you have a medical issue? What about your pet's health or behavior? Perhaps you have a loved one who's close to death and you'd like to know what's happening. Are you on the path to fulfill your life's purpose? No matter where you are in the world, take a journey to the other side and ask Julie Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan Show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm delighted you could join us this week. My intention in doing this show is to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all around the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. And we have several callers on hold already this evening. I so appreciate them taking the time to join us by calling in, because invariably they have questions that the answers to are going to be something that perhaps you or somebody else listening has a question about and is looking for an answer. So hopefully it benefits a lot of people by the question and answering that we do on this show. This has been quite a week for remembering George Herbert Walker Bush, the 41st president of the U.S., and they've had all kinds of funeral ceremonies and a couple of big funerals and a train ride today. And it's just been so moving and so touching, and the Bush family has been really terrific in helping I think the country mourn, as well as all of his associates and certainly his family as well. But one thing that has really touched me as I've watched a lot of this, some of it I've saved to watch at night, because I watch it and I start crying. I'm such a mush. I start crying and then I think, okay, then I'm just a snotty mess for the rest of the day or the rest of the afternoon. So I wait and watch it at night when it doesn't matter. I'm just going to wash my makeup off and go to bed anyways. But one thing that really touched me this week that has been repeated over and over and over in the media by the news reporters and also by friends and family as they've talked to the public, and that is everybody believes that President Bush has been reunited with his wife, Barbara, who died 7-8 months ago, and also his young daughter that died when she was, I think, 3 from leukemia. And I just find that interesting that as a culture, over and over and over again this week, everybody has talked about, well, he's reunited with his deceased loved ones. That's what I see when I'm working with a family who has a dying loved one. And I'm going through the 12 phases of transition. But I thought it was really remarkable, and I don't remember any other time of a state funeral or a really famous person's funeral that I've watched in my lifetime, certainly, where there was that much buy-in about that we're reunited with our deceased loved ones. So I thought that was really extraordinary and very heartwarming as I watched a lot of those ceremonies this week. Just wanted to mention that. In the middle of putting up Christmas decorations, I was doing some before coming into my office to do the show. I have glitter on me, so I'm going to be extra sparkly tonight, even though you guys can't see me. And since this is the first show in the month, in December of 2018, we have a winner to our drawing. I do a drawing and give away a free consult once a month. And in order to be considered, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram at Ask Julie Ryan, write an iTunes review at itunes.com/AskJulieRyan. You can write a review there. And then also just sign up for my blog. And this month's winner is TK Hillman. And she wrote on iTunes, I thoroughly enjoy listening to Julie helping people navigate health, love, and just life in general. Her authenticity exudes through her speaking. What a refreshing soul and healer. We are truly blessed to have her sharing her gifts with us. What a sweet thing to say. I mean, TK, Well, I assume you're a gal, but maybe if you're a Mr. So Mr. or Miss TK, thanks so much. Email me, julie@askjulieryan.com. You have won a free 1-hour session, which is valued at $155. So the reason I do this every month, you guys, is because I really appreciate all of you listening to the show and participating in this community that we're putting together, number one. And number two, I know $155 is a lot of money to people. And so if you don't have the money to schedule a private session, you can enter this drawing and win a private session for free. You can have one for free. So TK, email me. We'll set something up. And looking forward to talking with you. Okay. Let's go to the phones and see who we have tonight that's joined us. I believe our first caller is Mary. Hi, Mary.
Hi there.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, thanks.
Good.
I'm
calling
tell everybody
from Denver,
where
Colorado.
Where? Denver? Okay.
Yep, Denver, Colorado.
Okay. Are you going to get some of that snow that's coming in?
You know, I thought we would get a little last night. We haven't gotten anything. But I know the mountains have a lot of snow. So skiers are loving it.
My husband, Tim's been in Oklahoma City all week on business, and he's on his way home right now, and they're supposed to get 3 or 4 inches of snow. Like tomorrow and Saturday, I think, tomorrow night, maybe.
Yeah.
So I think you're a little north of that, but
yeah,
I think that stretch is going to just kind of have this big swath across the middle part of the country, the Midwest anyways.
Right.
But, you know, it's December. We're getting ready for Santa, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Christmas
good.
out there.
That's right. Well, do you have a question for me?
Yeah. So both my husband and I are in career transition phases. I'm not sure who to ask about or if I'm allowed to ask about both of us. But I'm wondering if you see any changes happening in that realm for us and if there might be a move involved.
Oh, interesting. Okay, what's your husband's name, Mary?
Scott.
Well, Mary and Scott moved to a different city for job change reasons. At this moment in time, I'm getting a no, Mary.
Okay.
But here's the way that future events work. They are not set in stone. They're fluid. Things that are happening right now are set in stone. Things that have happened in the past are set in stone. New things that are about to happen have about a bazillion variables that can come into play. And so, you know, that's what happens there. But right now I'm getting a no. So did you have another specific question on yourself or on your husband?
Yeah. So will the career change happen, and are we kind of on the right path with that?
Okay, can you be more specific on that?
Yeah, sure. I don't know how specific you want me to be. So
yeah,
I've started taking a class actually in mediumship development. When I ask for my own guidance, I get kind of mixed messages, and so I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that in direction. And then he's doing some job interviews as well in his line of work. He's a professor.
So you want to do woo-woo for a career?
Yeah. Yes. I'm into the woo-woo, and I've had some cool experiences with it. I'm not sure how far to take that.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. So, but you have a regular job now, a non-woo-woo job?
Yes, I do. I have a non-woo-woo job. Yes.
Okay. All right. And you want to leave the non-woo-woo job and go into the spiritual?
I think eventually. I mean, I like my job. I'm not in a rush, but I want to be prepared. I don't want to go into the woo-woo job if I'm not a good fit for it. Like, I want to see if that's sort of what's the best path for me.
I get you're a very good fit for it. Just take it as you're inspired to do it. Trust that it's all unfolding perfectly. I mean, listen, I've been doing this stuff for 25 years, and I've just had my show and really gotten myself out there in the last 2 years. Now, that doesn't mean you have to spend that much time on it. I had companies that needed to be sold and jazz like that, but before I wanted to do this full time. So there's nothing wrong with doing little bits and pieces part-time while you still have a regular job.
Okay.
And obviously, the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. So at this point, focus on your education and focus on working on people. Practice on people. So,
so sort of transition slowly.
Yeah, well, just it's all going to unfold perfectly.
Okay.
So however it unfolds, just trust that it's unfolding perfectly.
Okay.
And just follow what interests you with it. And I'll help you any way I can as you go down this path.
Thank you.
And as far as your husband, is he looking at transitioning out of teaching or going to a different school?
Well, it would be going to a different school, either in administration or teaching, or a combination.
So will Scott change universities? Is that fair? Will Scott work for a different university within the next year? No. Within the next 3 years? Yes. How about that?
That's good to know.
Is he currently interviewing for jobs with other schools?
Yeah. Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay. So are any of the universities with whom he's currently interviewing, will he take any of the jobs offered? This moment in time, I get a no, but I get that there's one that he may negotiate with them, and they may come up with something that's kind of I wouldn't say a hybrid of a couple of jobs, but something that they would put together specifically for him based on his skill sets, if that makes sense.
That's interesting. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it does.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck. Keep us posted on what happens.
Thank you. I will. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Okay. Happy holidays.
Have a good night. Yep, you too.
Bye, Mary. Okay, let's see who's next. I believe it's Mara. Hi, Mara. Mara. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
How are you?
Okay, so, sorry, 1 second. Okay.
Are you doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Racine, Wisconsin.
From Racine, Wisconsin. Okay. So what's going on up there?
Well, I'm calling to ask about my sister's dog.
Okay.
She's just had this weird skin condition, well, kind of like a flaky rash-like thing that started on her belly. It's just very, very itchy and just kind of causing her discomfort in that way, at least as far as I know. And so took her to the vet, and then all they were able to identify was that it was a bacteria, and they gave us a shampoo, and it kind of worked, but it started moving up the back. And it seems like, I don't know. Well, my sister also went to school for traditional Chinese medicine and acupuncture and studies herbs and all kinds of stuff. So she's been, kind of another thing I wanted to kind of tie into this is like she's been, I don't know how dog safe some of these things are that she's kind of been giving her to help her, and that kind of
okay.
Yeah.
What's the dog's name, Mara?
Her name is Kada.
Kada? Kada? Cada?
Kayda.
Okay. I was close. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to you, and I'm going to connect from you to your sister, and from your sister to your dog. It's going to be like the telephone game. Okay? So what I'm doing for those of you who are first-time listeners is I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit, which makes me be able to connect with people and animals' spirits, because when we're a spirit attached to a body, we vibrate more slowly, simply because the body has mass. And so when I raise my vibrational level and I'm vibrating at the level of spirit, then I can connect with people anywhere in the world, and dogs. All right, so here we go. Okay, got you, got your sister, got the dog. Okay, I can see. So it's kind of flaky. It's like almost like a dandruff, like that you would see dandruff on a person, on their clothes. So I get that it's from dry skin, and I get that she needs to increase her omega-3s. She needs to have more omega-3s.
Okay.
Is it in Kata's best interest to continue to take the Chinese herbs that Mara's sister is giving her? At this moment in time, I get a yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, but I would give her omega-3s. Now, tell your sister to be careful on those because it can give the dog the runs. If she gives her too much, tell her to play with it. Start out slowly. But that's all it is she just needs some omega-3s. Okay?
Okay. Well,
okay. Thanks for calling. You bet.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I believe our next caller is Diane. Hi, Diane.
Hi, how are you, Julie?
I'm well. How are you, girl?
I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to call and say thank you. It was such a pleasure having you on my show this past Tuesday night. And so I'm just calling to say, hey, how's it going, girl?
Oh, please tell everybody where you're calling from, too.
I am calling from the hill country of Texas.
Okay. Well, It was a blast to be on your show. And that was a lot of fun. Diane interviewed me, everybody, for the first half of the show, and then she had a bunch of her listeners that joined us and called in with questions. So, I don't know. We got through, maybe 5 or 6 people?
We did.
About 20 minutes. So we were blowing through them pretty fast.
Yeah. And can I say the name? Can I say the name of the network?
Yeah, absolutely. Tell everybody about your show.
Okay. It's Angel Navigation with Diane Morgan, and that's on International Angels Network, which is on Blog Talk Radio. And my show is on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So we'd love to have you all join us on International Angels Network. We always have an exciting guest, and that's what I say. It was such a pleasure to have Julie on there with her many gifts.
Oh, you sweet thing. And you wrote such a nice review on my book on Amazon. I really appreciated that as well.
That heartfelt. As I mentioned to you, I absolutely adore your book, and I think everybody should read it. It's just, it's as Spirit said Tuesday night. It's been a long time coming for someone to write about the true experience of what happens when we transcend, to get the fear out of the masses. So I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That was a long time coming, too. Back to Mary, who wants to do woo-woo. I mean, it was about 7 years from the time.
And I get that.
Yeah.
I started a book in 2003 thinking it was going to be one thing, and in 2017 I finally finished the book, and it was something completely different. So, I tell everybody, Spirit has, they have a plan on what it's supposed to be, and little did I know when I wrote my book that it was about my healing journey. It was actually a journey for me of healing.
Mm-hmm. Well, my book I didn't want to write because I thought, I'm a businesswoman, and I live in the Deep South, and I'm going to have the KKK burn it across in my front yard. They're going to think I'm like,
oh, well, you can just come down here with me in Texas, and we'll just sit there and watch them out the window, girl.
I know. And then one time, it was so funny. We were sitting at church, and my son was still living at home at that point. I think he was either in high school or just started college. And we were sitting in church, and from the pulpit, the priest was giving the sermon, and he said, wouldn't it be interesting to know if somebody could really tell us if angels and deceased loved ones greet us and meet us and lead us into paradise and lead us to heaven? And I'm getting elbowed from both sides, from my husband and my son, and I'm thinking, okay, God, I hear you. Seriously, in church.
See, my husband would have been going, please don't let her stand up. Please don't let her stand up.
No, I wasn't going to stand up, but yeah. Well, terrific. Well, Angel Navigation, Tuesday at 9, and Blog Talk Radio, right?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
ma'am. It's blogtalkradio.com/International Angels Network.
There you go. And I'll post a link once you send it to me.
Okay.
On social media so everybody can do that.
Just again, thank you for your service, and have a happy, happy holiday.
Thank you. Same right back at you, babe.
Thanks, sweetie.
Okay. Take care.
Talk
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye-bye, love.
Bye-bye. Okay. Who's next? Let's see. Natalicia. Speaking of the holidays, Hi, Natalizia.
Hey, Julie. How are you?
Oh, yeah. Natalizia sounds like nativity to me. Does it mean something Christmassy or holiday-ish in Italian?
Yes.
What's it mean?
It is Christmas.
Christmas, means, that's what I thought.
Yes.
It's Buon Natalia or something, right? Isn't it in Italy?
Yeah. Yes, Buon Natale, and then they say Feste Natalizie or Festa Natalizia. So my name is well used this time of the year.
Were you a Christmas baby?
No, I wasn't. Okay. I was close to it.
They just wanted to celebrate the holidays all year long. Every time they looked at you and said your name.
Yes.
Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
Sure. I'm calling from Hilton Head Island, South Carolina.
Okay, terrific. Well, what you got for me tonight?
Okay, Julie, I would like to ask you, would my financial situation improve in 2019 or soon? I was hoping for a deal to be closed, but it hasn't closed yet. And so I'm just wondering, would that close any time? Because it's been delayed, and hopefully there are no issues with it. I don't think so, but generally I would like to ask if financially the situation will improve from 2019.
So will Natalizia make more money in 2019 than she did in 2018? I get a yes on that. Okay. Will the deal that Natalizia is currently working on, will it close in 2018? At this moment in time, I get a yes.
Oh, cool.
So you got 3 weeks, girl. You better get on it.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Julie.
And will Natalizia have the opportunity to do more business deals in 2019? Yes. I get they will be more easily forthcoming and they will flow easier for you.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's so very inspirational. Really appreciate what you do for all of us. Thank you so much, Julie.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's see who else we have. I believe Amy is our next caller. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Where are you calling from?
Lakeland, Florida.
All right. What's going on down there?
Oh, nothing. It was a little cold earlier this morning for Florida, but it warmed up. Just
cold.
Working
what was it, 50?
No, this morning it was 39 actually. So that's pretty cold. Yeah. But it warmed up to 68 pretty fast.
So you don't get much sympathy, girl.
I know. It gets me in the Christmas spirit because I'm from Indiana, so it's kind of hard.
Those palm trees, it's kind of like they're pretending it's Christmas down there.
I know. It's really crazy when it becomes December and Christmas is everywhere, but it's 80 degrees.
Oh, when I lived in LA, I remember that first winter I was there. I was driving through Beverly Hills, actually, and they had all these decorations up and all these lights strung across the street and stuff. I thought, these people are pretending. This is like Christmas in the summer.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it took some time to get used to, but then, of course, I went to Ohio, and then it was cold. So, I went home to Ohio for Christmas when I lived out there. So anyways, well, you got a question for me, Miss Amy? You still there? Yep. Amy? Hello? Did I lose you? Hello? I think we're having a technical difficulty here. Huh. Okay, you guys, hang tight. I'm going to call back in. I'm going to switch out and then I'll call back in. So hang with me. I'll be right back. Okay. Well, I think we lost Amy. So maybe she'll call back in. So let's go to LaShonda. Hi, LaShonda. Are you there?
Hi. Yes. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Amy, I see you called back in. I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, LaShonda. Sorry about that.
No.
We had a little technical difficulty there. Hey,
yes.
nothing like a live show, right? It proves we're really live.
That's how it goes. That's a good thing.
That's right. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
West Palm Beach, Florida.
Speaking of palm trees.
Yes. I like the ones with the Christmas lights on them already. So South Florida.
Yeah. I have wrapping paper that has palm trees with Christmas lights on it. It's really cute.
I would imagine. I haven't seen that yet, but I imagine it is cute.
It's cute. Well, you got a question for me?
Yes, I had a variety of options tonight.
Okay.
I really did. I didn't know which way to go. I was like, do I ask a question about my knee? Do I ask about my mom? Or do I ask about understanding from, there was something else I was thinking about. But I think I'm going to ask about a little, for a little guidance and a little understanding. I think I'm going to ask about my mom.
Okay.
My mother, she suffers from a brain injury, and so she's had some traumatic brain injury, and of course she is. In addition to that, she also she's blind.
Oh.
Okay. And all of it happened simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been that way for going on, I think, August made 28 years, since her accident, and which left her completely blind and with the brain injury.
Okay.
So, having said that, she has a lot of health issues, and with that, the loss of her sight was one thing, but she also has lost her some other sensory. She's lost her sense of smell, and she's lost her sense of taste along with it. The injury to the brain, obviously it caused some injury to the areas that control, the sense of smell, the sense of taste, and both the optic nerves in her eyes were severed. From that accident. So, but anyways, with that, she can't smell, she can't taste, but she's experiencing phantasmia, which is, those phantom smells. And it's always those, and I looked at some research and some science and some medical research to try to reassure her that this is something, as a result of, the injury to that area of the brain. But she is convinced that someone is doing some negative woo-woo to her. Okay, I mean, because she smells things randomly, and what she smells are the horrible smells, and there's some research, some theory into why we only smell the horrible things, but she smells the horrible smells, and she thinks somebody's doing something to her. She hears phantom sounds, and she thinks there's some crazy demonic or some stuff going on. If she can't explain, she has some health concerns, and if the doctors can't give her a convincing diagnosis or something concrete, she thinks somebody's doing something to her. Do you have any insight on that? Because it's difficult to deal with her. I mean, she blames everybody, and she thinks everybody is doing something.
A couple of things come to mind. First of all, the fact that those senses are not operating like all of us have those senses that are operating. It's very common for people who have those situations to develop extra special other senses, kind of like as they talk about a sixth sense, or the senses that they do have, they become really heightened. So chances are she is smelling something. Chances are that she is hearing something. I think those chances are very good, LaShonda. The other thing is, I think what you want to
please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign.
That's bizarre.
That's weird.
Goodness. Speaking of
please enter your access code followed by the pound or hash sign.
Well, that's bizarre. Hang on. Let me stop the recording again.
You exceeded number of attempts.
Hang on. That was bizarre. But let me go back to where I was. We're going to be doing some editing of this tape tonight, let me tell you. Jeez. There isn't such a thing. I don't believe there aren't any demonic anything. I don't believe in that. I think all spirits are pure love and light. Having said all that, LaShonda, what I would suggest, and she's not going to believe you because our moms, we're always our mom's kids. So what I would suggest is get an audiobook copy of my book and let her listen to it because she doesn't know me. So it's really twisted, but most of us believe somebody that we don't know over somebody we do know. That's just the way it goes. And let her listen to that about how all spirits are pure love and light. And then have the conversation with her about there isn't anything demonic going on. It's probably your senses are just heightened. And, nobody's trying to do anything to you that's bad. That doesn't exist, all of that. That would be my suggestion.
Okay. I hope she's receptive. I will do my best. She's been saying this for years.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. You bet. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All righty. We do this show every Thursday night at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-770-4160, and the access code is 533677#. You can find this information a bunch of different places. Anywhere you download podcasts, we're on, I believe, 40 networks, iTunes, Stitcher, iHeart, Blueberry, Google Play, bunches of them. And just go into Ask Julie Ryan. And in the show notes, you'll see a description about the show, but you'll also see all this call-in number. In addition, I send out a blog every week, usually Thursday morning, and it has a question that somebody has submitted online, and then I answer it. And in the body of the email has all this call-in information. It acts as a reminder. So be sure and sign up for my blog at AskJulieRyan.com. Also, while you're on my website, sign up for a private session because then we'll have a whole hour to talk about whatever you want to discuss. And as I like to say, I'm a businesswoman that learned how to do woo-woo, and I'm a buffet of psychicness. So we can scan you medically, scan a loved one, scan a pet, talk to deceased loved ones, spirit guides, do past life stuff. I mean, whatever. We can do all of that. So it's really fun, and so consider doing that. And then lastly, follow me on social media because I always post a reminder there too at Ask Julie Ryan on Instagram and Ask Julie Ryan on Facebook. And I always put a reminder, call into the show, and here's the call-in numbers. So trying to make it easy for you to join us. And then it makes it that much more fun when we have you with us. All right, this week, the question came from Anna, and Anna lives in Warsaw, Poland. And she said, "Hi, Julie. My boyfriend's car used to belong to his mom, who passed away 4 years ago. Last year, the alarm went off for no reason, and no one in his family believed me when I told them about it. They all thought the alarm didn't work. My boyfriend was abroad when it happened. Since that time, about a year and a half ago, the alarm hasn't sounded, that is, until today. And once again, it went off for no apparent reason. I think maybe it's his mom warning about the woman his dad is dating. He doesn't want to believe me. What do you think?" And here's my response. "Hi, Anna. Great question. Unprovoked alarms mysteriously sounding are more common than most people think. In your case, after energetically connecting to you in Warsaw, I then focused on your car. You were correct. Your boyfriend's mom was involved in the alarm caper." How do you like that word? Caper. "Interestingly enough, it was her spirit I saw sitting in the car when I pictured it, so I took the opportunity to have a little chat with her. She told me she, in fact, sounded the alarm. She also told me there's a short in the car's electrical system causing the alarm to malfunction. Her message was twofold. First, she said it's the holidays and the family needs to be together as much as possible. She wants you all to go out of your way as a group to do activities perhaps not normally done throughout the year. In other words, celebrate this season. Next, she told me the family needs to support your boyfriend's dad, even with the women he chooses to date. She said, even though you may not approve of his girlfriends, they're serving a purpose you may not be able to see from your vantage point. She went on to say, your boyfriend's dad has been very lonely, and as a companion, his girlfriend makes him feel better. Having a woman in his life will help him live healthier and longer. My advice is to focus on what you like about the woman dating your boyfriend's dad. Everyone has at least some redeeming qualities. And when you look for the good, it'll make you feel better about her and feel better in general. Hope this information helps. This question tickled me, you guys, because this happened in my family when my mom died. My parents had been married for, 46, 47 years, something like that, and my mom died. And my dad reconnected with a high school girlfriend. And I'm one of 4 kids. And my siblings were just beside themselves upset about this. I thought it was great. My dad was 70 at the time. I thought, what the heck? They kept saying, well, he needs to wait at least a year since Mother's death. And I said, why does he need to wait? He's 70 years old. This is going to help prolong his life. So I was all for it and had to, really talk some of them off the cliff because they were so wound up about it. So I relate, Anna. I get that. But bottom line is my dad lived another 4 years. They were probably some of the happiest years of his life. He acted like a teenager. It was hilarious to watch. And once my siblings came around and their spouses came around and they saw how lovely this woman was that my dad was dating, they were okay with it. And when my dad finally died, she was in with all the funeral arrangements. She was with the family. I mean, she was just part of the family. So if any of you are going through that with a parent or even a grandparent, perhaps, that they've lost their spouse and they're dating somebody new, be for it because it really helps benefit their lives, and in turn, it helps benefit your life when they're happy. So with that, let's go back to the phones and see who else we have with us this evening. I believe we have Linda next. Hi, Linda. Oh, Linda, I'm going to put you back on hold because I got to come back to Amy. Amy, I forgot. Okay, Amy, you're back on. We lost you last time.
Hi, Julie. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Are you back? Are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear you. Okay. All right. Well, let me try Linda. Hi, Linda. Linda.
Hey, Julie.
Hi, Linda.
Hi, Julie.
Oh, there you are.
I can hear you, Julie.
Okay, perfect. Gosh, we're
Julie.
having like gremlins or something going on tonight. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, go back and try Amy again because I could actually hear her talking to you.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be quick.
Thank you for being gracious. Let me go back to Amy. Hi, Amy. Do we have you?
Hi,
there
Julie.
You are. Hi. Sorry, we lost you last time.
Can you hear me?
And you're from, yep, I can. And you told us you're from Lakeland, Florida. So what's your question?
I've been having some problems with the left side of my neck and my left shoulder. Mm-hmm. And it's been going on for almost 2 years. I've been going to the chiropractor, massage therapy. I just recently had an x-ray on the shoulder, and they don't see anything. And my regular doctor suggested pain management and talked about Botox, and that really scares me. And I'm wondering if you can scan and see.
Yeah.
Can you see anything?
Yeah, I got you on my radar right now. Let me see what's going on.
I have like a really big like tissue. I don't know if it's myofascia. It's like the sternioid muscle that goes behind my ear all the way down into my shoulder.
Mhm. And then the pain radiates across the back of your shoulder is what I'm seeing.
Yes.
Where it's yeah, I can
really
see that. I can see that. And inflammation, Amy, just looks like red fog over body parts. So let me get that calmed down. And how I do that is I put anti-inflammatory energy on it, and then I'll be able to see underneath that, see what the heck's going on. Okay. So when you lift your arm up, like you're doing the chicken dance, does it hurt to lift your arm up, or it just hurts all the time just in that area?
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts to lift my arm up, and it's in the neck area, and then it radiates into the shoulder blade.
Mm-hmm. And it hurts to lift your arm?
It's just tight in my neck when I lift it.
Okay.
It doesn't, yeah.
Okay. You got a little bit of a rotator cuff tear in your left arm, your left shoulder. So I'm fixing that right now. I'm watching that get stitched. So I'm going backwards up to your neck. Okay. So this is going to sound really simplistic. Chiropractic care. Have you been to a chiropractor?
Yes. And
all right.
It does help, but yeah, it just keeps coming back. I work at a desk job. I don't know if that's what's affecting it.
Well, I think chiropractic care can help, number one. Number two, you've got a little bit of scoliosis in your neck. I don't know if that's shown up on the x-rays, but schedule a private session with me. We can do an energetic procedure that will fix that, and it emulates what I saw during my career in the operating room, in and out of operating room designing. I'm an inventor of surgical devices. And it kind of emulates spinal stenosis surgery, but it happens energetically, and it really works great. So schedule a private session with me, and we'll see what we can do to fix that.
Yes, I'll do that. And I just recently ordered a pillow that is supposed to be that my chiropractor recommended. So hopefully that helps because that was $80.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
all right. Thank you. I'll definitely schedule
an hour. We'll give you a major tune-up over that hour.
Okay. Thank you, Julie.
Thanks for calling back in.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, let me go back to Miss Graciousness, Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hey, Julie.
Hi, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for doing this podcast. We're honored to have part of your time.
Oh, please. It's my honor that you give me a little snippet of time, of your time in your life. Where are you calling from? Where is your life?
So I'm calling from Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
And my question's about my mom, who lives in South Georgia. Okay. Her name is Wilma. I called probably about a year ago into the show, and you did a scan on her. Mm-hmm. And I was just calling in to get an update on her to see how she's doing. She's 81 years old.
Okay. And what in particular are you looking for information about?
Well, when I called in a year ago, she was already in one of the stages, as you describe in your book. So I called in to do just a medical scan last time, and then you told me that she was in one of the stages. So I'm just calling back now to see kind of how she's doing.
Okay. All right. Can she communicate with you, Linda?
Yes.
She?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And health-wise, she's about the same?
Not so good.
Not so good.
I'd say her health is maybe a little worse. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
All right. So I'm connecting to you, Linda, in Florida, and then it's popping back up to Georgia to get your mama. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she's in phase 4 of the 12 phases of transition. So what that looks like is her parents' spirits are at her feet. There is a horseshoe of angels that has opened up around her head. Her spirit is detaching from her body. It's hanging onto the top of her head. It looks like a cartoon caption bubble, like where the words in a cartoon are, Linda. And she's surrounded by angels. So she's still in the early stages. So I find when people take a long time to go through the different phases of transition, as I call it, there are 12. I find that it's primarily to help their loved ones get used to the idea of them not being around. Even though it's hard, really hard when they pass, some people choose to really take their time, and it's really for the benefit of the family and loved ones. Okay. So appreciate all the time with her.
Okay. At which stage is it, for instance, if she had had a miscarriage and a child had passed, which of the phases would that show up? I read your book, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Phase 6 is when other spirits start to arrive, so pretty soon. And when my mom was dying, Linda, it was interesting because my Meemaw, her mom, was holding a brand new baby, like an infant, brand new. and that was a miscarried baby that my mom had had.
Okay.
So I would say in the next couple of phases, those babies will start to arrive. Did she have a miscarried baby?
I don't know. I've heard different stories, and that's why I'm curious when she gets to that phase what we'll see.
She's telling me she's miscarried too when I ask her.
Yeah, that's what she claims. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So those babies will be present. And and for those of you that don't know what Linda and I are talking about, sounds like we're talking in secret code. You could just go on my website at AskJulieRyan.com, and there's a chart there, a graph that has drawings of the 12 phases of transition, and then of course they're detailed in my book, and there are stories in my book too. So thanks for reading my book. I appreciate it. Did you leave me an Amazon review by any chance?
I haven't, but I will do that.
I will love that because it helps other people find the information. So thank you so much for doing that. And to all of you that are listening that have read Angelic Attendants, please go on Amazon and leave a review. Only if it's 5-star. I mean, if you're going to be giving me a bad review, don't bother.
Oh, it's definitely 5-star.
Okay. Thanks, Linda. Appreciate you calling in.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who else we have. I think Suze. Hi, Susie.
Hi, Julie. Thanks so much for taking my call.
How are you, girl?
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
How are you?
Let me see. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, okay. I think I have a problem with this phone. I have to be on this phone cord or I can't speak to you. Let me see if this phone will work. Can you hear me here?
I can hear you better here.
Okay. Great. Thanks. I'm off the phone cord. Yes, I was calling because I wanted to see if you could scan me and see what might be going on. I started last week having some pretty bad ear pain, but it's not constant, and I did go to urgent care when it was hurting one time, and he said that he can't see an infection, and he doesn't know if he told me to go to the ENT, and I do have an appointment tomorrow, but I always trust you more than my doctors, and so I wanted to see if you had any ideas, particularly in the left ear is worse, and it's not all the time. It's on and off. Today it was hurting on and off, and don't know if it's related to that blocked salivary gland or if he said maybe it's nerve pain inside the ear, but he definitely didn't see anything, just looking in the ear. And he prescribed ear drops and clindamycin, but I haven't started them yet.
Okay. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
Oh, San Francisco Bay Area.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to get you on my radar, and then we'll see what's going on.
Thank
here
you.
we go. You bet. Thanks for calling in.
I love your show. I really love your show. Even when, times when you can't take my call, I just love your show so much. So interesting to me. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Laser beams heading out to you. Heading out to the left coast. Hopefully the air is clearing.
Yes, it is. It's been beautiful recently. Really beautiful. Good. Blue skies again.
Good. Okay. Yeah, it's you got some. What I'm watching happen is I'm watching your eustachian tube get irrigated. So you got little particles, probably from all the junk that's been floating around in the air from the fires. It looks like little teeny particulates in your eustachian tube. So I'm flushing those out, and I do not see an infection. I don't even see inflammation. It looks like it's clogged, like you need to pop it more than anything. But is that what the pain is that you're thinking, that you're feeling? Is it's more like pressure than actual pain?
No, it is real pain. It's kind of sharp pain when it happens. It's just, it doesn't happen it's not all the time. It's just different times throughout the day. And there's nothing consistent. It's not just when I'm laying down or just when I'm on the phone. It's all different times. And so does it seem at all related to I think it's maybe related to the air. Does it seem at all related to this swollen gland? Because I was having some jaw pain too that's new this last week. Could it be related to the jaw pain that's right near there? But it's definitely in the ear. The pain is.
I think that it's clogged. It's probably pressing, on that gland that's over there. I'm just not seeing any infection, and I'm not even seeing any inflammation.
Okay, so should I not take the eardrops, or what would you recommend I do to unclog it?
Is it in Susie's best interest to take the prescription eardrops her doctor gave her? At this moment in time, I get a yes.
Okay.
Is it in Susie's best now, did he give you an antibiotic, too, did you say?
Yeah, he gave me clindamycin, but he said wait on that because he didn't know if the gland was infected or not again because it's kind of more swollen, the salivary gland that's right kind of near there, in the neck there, left side of the neck.
That's got those little particulates in it, too. I really think this is environmentally related from all of the fire debris that's been floating around in the air. And I know the air quality out there has just been a nightmare from what I understand.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a lot better now. But I think the eardrops are an antibiotic as well. I think it's like I think it's an antibiotic eardrop. I think, and then because I know I'm allergic to ampicillin, and he was concerned about what to kind of give me for that. Just a rash, I told him. But anyway, so yeah, the clindamycin I can then hold off on taking. But you're saying go ahead and try the eardrops. And okay, well I will try that then.
I wouldn't use it unless it's just unbearable. I think it's going to clear up on its own.
Okay, but you wouldn't use the eardrops unless it's unbearable, or just the clindamycin?
Either.
Yeah, either. Okay. Okay, that's good.
I think let it. I mean, if it's constant ear pain that's just, and you're in agony.
No, it's not that.
You've got it there, but the fact that it's intermittent and the fact I'm not seeing an infection or anything that even looks like it's inflamed. I like play it by ear. How's that? Play it by ear, Sue.
That sounds good. Do you have another caller waiting?
I don't.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, can I ask you a question when I asked you about my son? My son is coming home for Christmas from Australia, and I just wondered, do you see it in our best interest to cancel our trip in January? Because he wasn't necessarily planning to go back unless he plays for that ABL team. So we have to decide about canceling our trip January 3rd. Do you see in our best interest to cancel that?
Well, explain to everybody what you're talking about.
We were planning to go see my son over there playing baseball, but then he wanted to come home early for Christmas, and he wasn't necessarily planning to go back. So then if he's not there, we wouldn't be there. So we would cancel our trip. But if he got called back to play for the ABL, maybe he would. You thought maybe he would. So I just wondering, I didn't ask you about whether you thought it was in our best interest to cancel our trip, because we are bringing him home for Christmas, like you said last week. And
good. And explain what the ABL is to everybody.
Oh, the Australian Baseball League.
Australian Baseball League. I think most people don't know that.
Yes, it's their MLB team kind of thing.
Right.
So, so he's playing for a different team now. But so anyway, he was coming. The plan is for him to come home on the 20th, and so I just wondered if you thought it's in our best interest to cancel our trip. Does it seem that he's not going back, or do you see anything different?
Well, it sounds to me like, I don't have to scan it. If he's not there, you probably don't want to be spending all that money.
If he's not there, we're not going, that's for sure.
Yeah. So do you have to cancel it within a certain time, or do you have insurance, or?
I think we have some kind of insurance. I'm not sure, so we're kind of waiting to see if he changes his mind about anything. But, I think we have a little bit of time, but not too much. So I just didn't know if you saw anything on your end about it.
At this moment in time, I'm getting you won't be in Australia in January, but that can change because it's future.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm getting you're not going to be down under in January, but I'm glad he's coming home at Christmas.
Yeah,
That's
thank
terrific.
you. I appreciate your words about that last week. So, all right. Well, thank you so much. Many blessings to you and all your callers.
Take care, Sue.
Thank you so much. You too. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. With that, everybody, we are about out of time. Remember my book, Angelic Attendants. Give it to people for Christmas. Give it to your loved ones for Christmas. It is heartwarming. It's informative. And I think people, everybody that I've talked to that's read it has enjoyed it, and it certainly was a labor of love coming from me. Sign up for my blog, AskJulieRyan.com. Sign up for our private session at AskJulieRyan.com. I think this time of year I get a lot of people who schedule private sessions and they want to have a conversation with deceased loved ones that they're missing, especially during the holidays. So consider doing that. And call in next week. Send your questions. Tell your friends and family about the show, and share the show when you get it. When you download it on your podcast, there's a little link that you can share the show. So thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye now.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Twitter at AskJulieRyan and like her on Facebook at AskJulieRyan. For information on how you can ask Julie your question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.